Tell us a little bit about today. I mean, this is kind of random and weird and different for me, and I'm sure it's even crazier for you.
Oh yeah, it's been a long day. We've got up really, really early, which is not like BMX events, and we sat through like a 3-hour meeting this morning about how to act and how to like present yourself, and of course like how to be a team and how to respect your teammates, and then a little lunch break, and then now we're coming here, and they were talking all about like nutrition and sports science and all this stuff that could really help us, which is good. Like to be an athlete and be able to get these opportunities, it's amazing to be able to better yourself in that way and look at those aspects. And obviously the what's it called when they look in your head, what is it, I don't know,
Psychology?
yes, that one, I forgot. Like the psychologist, like I can't say that word, that person, like to be able for her to like be able, or them to be able to help you get past your mental fears and mental blocks when you're at contests, just for me sounds amazing, because that's what always stands in my way with my runs.
So, do you feel like you're going to use nutritionists? You're going to use a lot of these services? I know this is all brand new to you.
Yeah. I think I'm going to use it. I mean, we get them all offered to us, so we might as well take advantage of it and see how we perform, if we perform better with it or perform better without it. So I'm definitely going to take advantage of all this and see how I could change as an athlete and how I could better myself and how I could better my riding for the sport.
At the point you're at right now, you know, I can say this and you can't. You're the best in the world at what you do. I mean, I've asked you this before, but I'll ask you this again now that we're here. Do you have difficulty finding motivation at that when you can slip up and still win?
Actually, yeah, I noticed in China, the UCI World Championships, I got a 94 in my first run, which I was so happy with. My second run, I wasn't really feeling riding like anymore. It was really, really cold and I was freezing. So I did like the bare minimum run. I got an 86, so I obviously won. But just like for me, I seen what I did and I was not happy with it at all. So I stood up on the podium and I, smiled for the cameras, but in my head I was really mad that I didn't push myself to get a better run. And just for me to see that I could make mistakes and still be able to be on top of the podium, it's hard to get motivated to do that. But if you think about it, like I wanna ride the best for me. So even if people say my runs were perfect, or even if I won, I could tell myself that it wasn't, and I could look back on the videos, and I did, and I talked about it, and I want to correct my mistakes for next time. So
yeah, you did promise a certain somebody a no-handed flare that never showed up, so I think you owe me.
I did do it. I did it on resi, which doesn't count, and then I tried it on wood, and I knocked myself out. So doing it in China, and to be honest, I just hit my head. I got hit by a golf cart. Don't know if you guys heard. I had stitches in my head already, and I got them out the day before I competed in finals, and I was not ready to go back to the hospital. Hospitals in China suck.
Actually, more for you, and I'll let you go.
Of course.
So I've sat in a couple meetings that you weren't on since I've been here, and everybody's really looking forward to you getting a gold medal for the United States. It's come up numerous times. It's highly touted, coming in as a world champion. Do you feel that pressure, and if so, how do you deal with it?
No, to be honest, I don't really feel the pressure, because I'm still looking at the short-term goals. Like I want my 2018 and my 2019 year to be successful, leading up to the Olympics. But if I could, I'm still thinking that I won't make it on the Olympic team, because there's a lot of contests I could slip up and I could actually mess up, like I did in Budapest. So I haven't really thought about winning a gold medal for the U.S., but I've definitely thought about riding for the U.S. And for me, that's a big pressure. Riding for your country is something that you gotta be really serious on, and everybody's watching, so you gotta be really respectful and prove yourself as an athlete and representative of the United States. So for me, it's that's the only pressure, and it's just you kind of just gotta forget about it, or else you mess up, I guess.
Last question for you. How does all this affect your life in the financial aspects? For the first time in your life, you're going to make some money.
Yes.
I know you already have. I mean, you essentially had no BMX income aside from a few contests, which up until this year were very little. So now, with the support of USA Cycling, along with these bigger UCI events where the women are getting equal pay to the men, how is this going to change your life?
It's definitely a really big step up. Women 2 years ago were making nothing. We were making €500 for the feast contest, and that's the only contest we were getting paid at, really. So for the USA to step in and pay us what they say they're gonna pay us, it's a huge improvement, and it's gonna be better. I feel like for more women to get to the events, and it's gonna. I haven't really decided what like I'm gonna spend my money on. I think I'm just gonna save it, be kind of responsible. But it's definitely really cool, like to be almost 17, making whatever, I don't know what they said, like 25K, I think.
It's going to be more than that when you factor in winning, bonuses, etc.
Oh yeah, so more than 25K, like 17 years old making that, like that's crazy. Obviously taxes are gonna suck, but I've never filled out taxes in my life, and I have to do it this year, and I'm kind of scared. But just it's another big responsibility to like teach me how to use my money while I'm young, so then I don't get a bunch of money and then blow it all. So I think it's cool.
It's been done many times, blowing the money.
Yeah, so I can't wait to learn how to save, I guess.
Hey, it's a good problem to have enough money to blow, right?
Yeah.